Hey everyone, it's Nelson Miller here with PA Creative. Welcome to the documentation for the Divi events calendar. So in this video, we're looking at the events calendar module and specifically looking at the tooltip and what options you have available there as far as what things show up in the tooltip and the design settings. So what do I mean by the tooltip? Well, when you're in the calendar view like this, or actually in any of the views here, the options for the views, you can actually hover over an event and look at that, you get a tooltip. So it shows additional information. Obviously, you can only show so much here in a calendar. So like when I hover over this company sales presentation event, right? Here we have the title, obviously the image, the time, the price that it has. Here we have the category, a button to visit the actual website of that event. Like if you're hosting if you're hosting the event on an external website, that is where you would click there. Clicking here would take you to the actual event page, and then an excerpt. So you have all of these options that show up. It's really nice. It's very attractive. We've worked on this in 2.1. By the way, this is being filmed right after 2.1 is released. So you have a lot of options. Let's take a look at the module here. I'll type in events, go to events calendar. And then in the content tab, which is the first tab here, and then under tooltip, we've moved a lot of things around. If you were here on previous versions, you may be familiar with elements. It would say something like elements. Now we call it tooltip because we put everything related to the tooltip in there. So first of all, you could turn the tooltip completely off right here. That would basically, that's going to turn off everything else, right? Some people want that, based on whatever your need is, and that's perfectly fine. You may not want that to be there. Maybe it's in the way, or you just want people to click on the event and get more details. That's perfectly fine. Now, there's also various things within the tooltip, you know, that you could turn on and off. Everything, the image, the title. Maybe you don't want images showing. Let's see. What any of these things. You don't want the price. You don't want the category or website. Maybe you don't even want the excerpt. Whatever. These are all options for you, to decide, keep it simple or give as much detail as you want. And then the date format and time format. I only recommend using those to override what you already have as set in WordPress settings. So in WordPress, there's settings in the back end. I can show you that. Right here, when you click on settings, there's all the date format and time format. And then also there's another place right here in the events calendar settings under display. Here you also have date format and time format. So the reason we have it in our module here is because you may, for some reason, want it to show up differently in our module than maybe another plugin or another place you have it displayed on your website. So that gives you really fine control, which is nice that we have all these extra kind of bonus settings for you. And then everything related to the design of the tooltip is going to be in the design tab. And there's going to be a lot of them, and they're all labeled. They start with tooltip here. So tooltip in general, that's going to be like the white, tooltip that you see. Let me get around here. So that's going to be white by default, but you could certainly make that some other color like this. And then of course adjust the settings accordingly. You can adjust the border radius of that thing. If you really want to, go crazy on it like that, you'd have to work with it a little. You could add a border, box shadow. Actually, it doesn't look like I have box shadow on here. Totally missed that. I'll add that. And then tooltip image is kind of how it sounds. You would adjust the image, everything related to the image. Title text, everything related to the title text. The details text, details text is going to affect the event date, the event time, the event category, the event venue, things like that. And then tooltip excerpt text is going to affect the excerpt. So that pretty much covers it. So everything related to the tooltip is either there for showing or hiding that particular item, and then also styling it. And you could turn the whole thing off or whatever. There you go. Hope that was helpful. Be sure to be checking out our other videos. We actually have a bunch of videos detailing different features, of the plugin, the content settings and the view settings and the design settings, all that stuff. So be sure to check out our other videos about this module. And also, if you're using the other modules, be sure to check out all of the videos. They'll help you learn about how to use this the best way. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.